$10 even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the first running back taken back in April, the former Longhorn, Bijan Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better than they'll have the privilege to get in this game.
It's a gain of 34.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. In motion, Hollins. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's Ritter. And that is incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they have a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. Kuru knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. On the move to his left. Man open, here's Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Handoff running left is Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Well, the Jags are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have regained the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And
it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax.
Whoa, bad move. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it'll be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
All around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Ritter from the gun. Checks this one down to Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're trying to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
They get him to the ground line on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, Lion!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. The defenders certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On third down, Lawrence. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Second down and a run by Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, check, ready.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Ridder completes this quickly. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
On third down, Robinson. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Ridder heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's on his way. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Ready, ready. Steal, check, steal. Ready.
Robinson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Ritter going to sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
They had totally stacked it.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Jamal Agnew now to return it. The ball comes out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it.
It's caught inside the 25. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As
both teams making their final adjustments. We're closing in on the second half.
In with Jonathan Coachman.
Let's get you back over to London, where we rejoin
Coach
Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. He'll get this up to about the 44. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Ritter off the play fake, and he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags, and I believe this is going to be a first down.
Ultra. Cut.
Handoff now to Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
It's a gain of 38 yards. And the Falcons first down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, an 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
33, Jaguars 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, and my goodness, another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. He's on his way. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He was brought down by Foyesade Aluakan. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
The tight end in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
Got his man. It's London.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Ready?
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
The score, Falcons 40, Jaguars 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, run!
Straight ahead, Etienne. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Etienne once more, and he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. At the 34. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. McManus's point after is good, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Robinson with another carry. 82 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. And
they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Jaguars 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Foye Oluokun finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss.
At the 48-yard line.
Strike. Check striker. Hut.
And they will take a knee here.
Check pink. Smith red.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top?
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and holding comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same.
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Shit, gotta go, we don't move, it's scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime.